I'm going to bring in Minette Hale from our Idaho chapter. She's awesome. And I'm going to go post the donation links back in the chat again.
Please. Yeah, we got to get those numbers
the
up.
deal is, none of this great work happens. It just costs money. It just does. We have incredibly dedicated staff. We have incredibly high financial management standards. We meet or exceed really all the ratings of all the groups that rate nonprofits. Very committed to being good stewards of what we are entrusted with and giving it all back to the patients tenfold if we can. But something has to be in the coffers, and the truth is we're running behind this year. Our fundraising is running a little behind.
We gotta push.
And we had really excellent research proposals came our way that we couldn't fund them all. So we're out there trying to get them funded. So, and keep all these great programs, June was telling you about funded. So all right, folks, now's the time. I'm going to bring in Minette, and I'm going to get you that donate link in the chat, guys. So everybody chip in what you can.
That's right. Hi there. Oh, there we are. Hey, how are you doing? Thanks for taking some time and chatting with us today.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to see you, Tim.
Yeah, good to see you. Now, you're the chapter director of the Idaho chapter, right?
Yes, I am.
Those that don't know. And how did you had a walk and roll event, and but the last couple of years too, you also had, wasn't it like a talent show too, right?
Yes, we put on the Idaho Talent Fest.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be doing our third year this spring.
Third year event. Okay.
Yeah, so we've done it for 2 years in a row, and I think it's been enjoyed by all who attend it, and it's been a fun evening and night to bring awareness and raise some funds. So yeah.
Always can use that. That's what we're talking about, right? Focusing on today with the $150,000 match. We have a long way to go to match that. So hopefully everyone seeing Minette's face will kind of, encourage them to go, I know her, I want to help. And I'm going to do that right now. Tell us then, how did that talent show idea come about?
So my son is really into music. My daughter is really into dance. And so we had done the walk and roll, but we were really interested in creating an event that kind of brought the community together and also, shared people's talents in a way for people in the community to contribute their talents and be a part of, this, raising money and funds to fight FSH, muscular dystrophy. So yeah, so my son and I, he's in his 20s, and we kind of came up with the idea to hold a talent competition. And so that's the Idaho Talent Fest was born from that. And so yeah, so people from all over, we advertise auditions, they audition online, and then people vote online to choose the finalists. And then the finalists perform live in front of judges and a live audience. And then people vote, and it's like $1 per vote. So when they vote, so they purchase tickets to go to the event, and or they can watch it on live. It's live streamed. We have a company that sponsors us that live streams it. And so they can purchase tickets or watch it live stream, and then they can vote. And it's like $1 per vote to vote for their favorite contestants for the People's Choice Awards. And then there's the judges awards as well, and they get prizes and stuff for that. So
that sounds cool. Very unique way of raising money. I like it because I did see that. Yeah, I got some local press too. Saw the interviews about it, promoting it.
Yeah.
What was that experience like, getting in front of the camera and Yeah,
we were on the morning show on a couple different stations, both the first year and last year. And then also as well, Rick and Carly from Bob FM, they talk about it on the radio show, and then they're the MCs that night. And Bob FM sponsors us and provides radio ads for us, and of course the MCs for the night and stuff like that, and then they'll post it on their Facebook. So yeah, it's been neat to see other people get involved and be able to use their talents to bless the lives of others people. And especially those contestants that night, they know from the beginning that they're doing this not just to win a prize and be able to perform, but that they have the opportunity to be an ambassador for the FSHD Society and for those suffering from FSHD, and that they can use their talents to do good. So it's really touching. This last year we allowed them to do little videos, and then we posted them online, and then we also posted them or played them that night to see how they introduced themselves, and then they also shared how they felt very privileged to be a part of this event and to be able to use their talents to raise money and bless lives of other people. So that was neat too, to provide an opportunity for other people to, to use their talents to do good. So
absolutely. And that's what even Lee was saying earlier, use your time, your talent, your treasure a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And way to kind of bring that out all in one event. So that's kind of cool. Very, very, very unique. You also had the opportunity to participate, is that right, in the Utah FSHD 360 earlier this year? Was that right?
Yeah, in October. So
in October?
Yeah, so a little over a month ago.
Oh,
and
wow.
that was really neat to be able to go, because I didn't go to the conference in Florida, although I'm kind of kicking myself and I wish I had found a way to get there. But it was neat. I kind of felt like our little mini conference, and we just had a lot of great people there from, doctors and scientists and people from the pharmaceutical companies that are working on the cure, and just having them all in one room and sharing their wealth of knowledge and what they're doing. That it was just really neat to be there and have them take the time to be there for that.
And did you get a moment to speak too? If Lee was telling me that right?
Yeah. So at the very end, they asked Allison, she's the Utah chapter director, and so they asked Allison and I to get up and just say a few words, and it was a neat opportunity. Dr. Butterfield is a researcher at the University of Utah, and he has done a lot of work with the research of, muscular dystrophy, and that, that's the clinic in Utah that they do a lot of work at. And also he's worked personally with my family, because my family has this strong genetic background, both mine and Allison's family. And so he actually, I think it was the year before, he had come to our Thanksgiving dinner. He showed up at the end of it, and they took blood samples and had us doing little tests, and we're testing the kids and stuff like that. So, they know that, if people aren't coming to them, go to them.
Go to them. Wow.
Where they're congregating. Yeah. So my family has a really strong line of that. But he had mentioned that because of the FSHD Society and the grants that we had given him, that they had come up with this really neat tool. And I can't even explain it, because, and thank goodness he knows what he's doing, because I don't know. But it was just this really neat tool that they had come up to help them in their research with FSHD, muscular dystrophy. And I was thinking while I was listening to him, like, wow, that's so cool that he has the skills and the ability to do that. I'm so grateful for that. And then it just really hit me, and I shared this with him when I got up and spoke and shared it with the room, that it hit me that even though I did not have the ability to come up with that idea or create that, or even do the work that is involved that they're doing to advance our cause, that I had donated money, and I also worked to raise money. And so by doing so, it just hit me. It's like, oh, I did that. I didn't create that, but I did that. I helped create that because of my efforts in raising the money that was then given to them to do the really important research that they were doing. So it really touched my heart that it really takes all of us and our talents or our money. Some of us don't have as much money to give, but we have time, like we're talking about. We have different talents and abilities, and it really takes all of us and our own little abilities to create something bigger and beyond ourselves. I mean, just like you here today, Tim, like amazing what you are so involved in so many different events and bringing, you know, awareness and education to people everywhere. And, you know, had you not been involved in this, you know, we wouldn't be blessed with your skills and abilities. So it was just very humbling that we all have a place here. You know, we all can make a difference.
Absolutely. And I've seen the same, you know, from you. You're bringing your talent, your time, all of that to the table. I hope everyone can see that as they, you know, are part of either volunteering or whatever they're doing for the FSHD Society or giving money, that they see that aha moment. It seems like you kind of had, like, wow, wait a minute, I helped financially support this because of how I helped raise money, or the money I gave and the time I've given and so forth. You see the fruits of it, you know, firsthand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think every little bit helps. You know, every little bit helps. I think it was not this walk and roll, but the walk and roll before, on the live, I mentioned how my brother just did one post on Facebook for the walk and roll, and that was it. He made one post, and I think he raised like $500 or $700 off of that one post.
Wow.
And so, I mean, what did that take him? Like a couple minutes,
Right,
to do?
Right.
And so, I mean, just, we don't know the difference that we can make.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't have to be this massive, you know, impact necessarily. A post, a share, you know, talking to somebody about it. I mean, I've had people, I was in the grocery store getting a cart the other day, and the gentleman that was ringing the bell, you know, at Christmas time here asked, am I okay because I have a limp when I walk? You know, oh yeah, I'm fine. And I had this moment, I go, it's just, you know, it's just muscular dystrophy. And he goes, what do you mean? And like 2-minute conversation to quick educate, and I got back to my thing. I see opportunities all the time. If we can tell people, if we can, you know, be a little vulnerable and talk about it, and then let people know about it, and then you never know who it's going to affect, and then in turn how it affects us to get closer to ending this. Right, every little bit counts. You don't know what one thing will be the breaking point to send it through. So
yeah.
be involved.
And so many people don't realize that we're so close to getting treatments or having a cure. And so I think it's something that they think, oh, well, I've been donating to muscular dystrophy for a long time, or I've seen this for years and years and years and years. What
Right.
difference or advances are we making? And the more that we can educate people that, hey, we are really close,
Yes.
and that it really does make a difference, that I think is so helpful, because people want to contribute where they know it's going to make a difference, you know, and, you know, and it does make a difference.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
it's exciting.
yeah, it is exciting. Absolutely, it sure is. And thanks, Minette, for everything you do, being a part of the events and volunteering, and making impact in a positive way in our group, in our community. We love having you aboard.
Thank you.
And yeah, thanks.
And look, there's Lee.
And then Lee just appeared. Yeah, right.
I just have to come give some love to Minette. She's one of
Yes,
my peeps.
that
I
is
just
the
love
best.
working with Minette. And
I love working with Lee too. She is a rock star. So.
Yes,
Wow.
she is.
I gotcha. We have a lot of fun at that Idaho Talent Fest. Yes, we do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But
I couldn't do it without Lee, and I will not do it without Lee.
you did make that
She
fairly
leaves the
clear.
organization, it will be no more.
Yeah.
Yes.
She did come up to me after the first year and said, just so you know, I will not do this without you again. So
Oh.
I wouldn't miss it. I would not miss it for, you know, I don't know what would keep me away. Nothing would keep me away. So anyway, thanks for being here today, Minette, and for all that you do. I love just knowing you, and you're now a part of my family and my community, and so
Part of our tribe.
such a great day.
Yeah.
Thank
Right.
you.
Yay, and Tim, I
Yeah.
look forward to seeing you in person. I don't know if we've
Yes.
ever met in person. Have
I
we?
don't think so.
Are
No.
you coming in February to
Oh, yeah.
Chicago?
I believe I am. Are you
Okay.
going to make the trip all the way from Idaho?
I get flown. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
So yeah,
She's
I
already
mean,
RSVP'd. Yes.
Yeah.
So for those
I
listeners who
probably
don't
need to
know,
get my plane ticket, but yes,
plane
I
ticket.
would
Yeah,
have
because
missed it.
there's nothing more fun than coming to Chicago in end of January, early February.
So
Yeah.
Tim,
Great.
this is that we're good stewards of the money, right? So we want to pour into our
Yes.
volunteers.
Yes.
Our
Yes.
annual volunteer leadership summit is what we're talking about. It's super
Yes.
important that we train, equip, lift up, appreciate, thank, just pour into our volunteers
Yes.
once a year so that they've got all they need to do the important work they do. But
And-
Chicago in
yes.
February is cheap.
It is a perfect spot for something
And you
like
don't
this.
even leave the airport
Exactly.
hotel.
Exactly. So for
So-
our great leaders, yeah, they can go right off the airport into the hotel.
Right there.
Boom. Yes.
And
it's
learn
great.
how to, do even better the next year.
That's right.
So
Refuel. Yep.
I'm excited to see you, Tim.
All right. All right. I'm going. RSVP me. Lee. All right.
I will. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks.
Say hi to your whole family.
I will. Thank you, guys.
Talk to you later. All right. Let me tell you something.
Oh.
That Minette is just a firecracker,
Oh.
man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She's
cool.
amazing. She's amazing. She just do not underestimate her.
I was doing some research, on each of the guests. That's right. Those that are
Yeah.
on, I kind of poke around. And she's got a thing on YouTube called the Minette Minutes. You ever seen that?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to go find it now.
I think it's very professional. It's very professional. I think it's within her professional life, but it's well done. Yeah. It's
Okay,
interesting.
that's awesome. Okay.
I just watched
excellent.
a couple just to get to.
Yeah,
Minette
if she tells you she's going to do something,
Yeah.
get out of the way.
Oh yeah. Oh, I get that sense.
Yeah, she's going to get it done.